Hey man, hey man, welcome back to the motherfucking show. Welcome back to the motherfucking show. As you can see, I'm your host D-Lo. I'm finna drop you out some gems today, man. I'm finna drop you out some motherfucking gems today. Know what I mean? I ain't come to play. I ain't come to slow poke you. I got my partner with me, but that nigga working. You see, he's still working. Once I see the back signal go up, I'm gonna add on here, click him in. Know what I mean? Once I see the bat signal go, I'm going ahead and click him in. How was y'all week? I hope y'all had a been having a great week so far. If you on YouTube, please like and subscribe. I would rather you get off Facebook and go to YouTube. I'm just on Facebook just to try to spread and reach out, man. Try to spread this message out and reach out, have this conversation, spark conversations with different people. Expand your mind. Expand your mind. But in today's news, I do want to talk to y'all about the Fed raising the interest rates. This shit affects everybody, man. It affects every single body. Like with the Feds raising the interest rate, they're raising the interest rates to try to fight inflation. You know, everybody knows inflation is high right now. Now, I mean, the pack of chicken almost $10. They say gas going down, but shit, gas ain't been under $2.99, and I don't know how long. Like that shit is crazy. So what? How will them raising the rates affect you? How will the Fed raising the interest rates affect you? Well, for one, if you're looking to buy a house, interest rates gonna be a little bit higher.
Nigga, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know, bro, but it is what it is. Two, your credit cards, interest rate gonna be a little bit higher. Three, hold on. I thought I saw the bad symbol. When you go out and buy a car, when you go out and buy a car, the interest rates on that is gonna be a little bit higher. They're raising the interest rate by 3/4 of a point, 0.75%. That may not sound like a lot, but it is a lot, and that shit adds up. So y'all need to pay attention to what's going on with these finances and what the Fed is doing and how they moving and maneuvering. They also they also are expecting unemployment to rise. They say it's too many job openings right now. How does that affect the goddamn inflation and all that? I have no idea. But that's what they goddamn saying. They expect the motherfuckers to start quitting their jobs. They expect them layoffs to come. Know what I mean? Shit's about to get real. Y'all thought shit was real now? No. The Fed pretty much said today that shit's gonna get worse. It's gonna get way worse before it's get better. And they pretty much said those who are in the lower income status are gonna face the brute force of this goddamn recession. And he finally admitted that, yeah, it's coming. You know, the housing market. He said that's due for a hard reset. Come on, man. So if you're looking to buy a house, your time is coming. You know, you can expect from what I researched, they were saying around 20% declines on home prices. That's a lot. That's a lot. You know what I mean? So if you got a steady job and you know you ain't gonna be going nowhere no time soon, I advise you to go ahead and start saving up for your house because the housing market is about to crash. You know what I mean? What was they saying? Home sales have been declining. People aren't trying to buy because prices are so high. The builders are trying to build because it's hard for them to get lots to build on, and it's also hard for them to even get the goddamn the uh, the lumber and all that. The logistics is still fucked up. So shit's gonna get real, y'all. It's gonna get way worse before it get better. And I don't know what y'all out there doing or what you plan on doing, but I suggest you go get your money right. I suggest you stack that shit up. I do want to put y'all on some game real quick though. Give me 1 second. I mean, if you're on YouTube, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the motherfucking channel, man. I promise you, I'm only gonna give you the best shit. I'm only gonna give you shit that's gonna inspire you, open your mind, drop some gems in your head. You know what I mean? Because everybody ain't I'm saying shit. You may not be on what I'm on. So what I'm on may be something that's beneficial to you. Let's get into it. So the Breakfast Club interviewed Marvin Mitchell, Ash Cash, and Storm Leroy today. This was an amazing interview. We ain't gonna watch the whole thing, but we gonna get through this shit. We gonna watch some of it. Come on with it.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Yep, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee. Envy had to step out for a second, but we got some people in the building right now. Ash Cash, Storm Leroy, and Marvin Mitchell. What's happening, my brothers?
Peace.
I'm blessed, black, and highly favored, man.
Yes, sir. Good to see you. Hall of Fame advisor for an advisor for 15 years.
Money, we're learning.
After $1 million, there's tax, right?
Yeah.
So
Angela Yee did that too.
Yeah.
for
I
real?
quit this bitch.
You know what I mean? So that's what I had to do, to let people know you can do it too.
I've seen some of your stuff before. Somebody showed me a video. It might have been out of context, but I remember it was like you were saying $1 million isn't a lot of money.
Yeah, facts.
That's not facts, man. No, you don't just say that like that's facts.
Only $1 million.
Now I'm gonna get y'all this point. $1 million ain't a lot of money because when you get $1 million, you gotta keep in mind you always gotta pay taxes on that shit. And taxes on $1 million is about 40%. So what? You gonna get about 600,000? You wanna buy a house? It's gonna be about 300,000-400,000. You got 200,000 up. You gonna blow that shit, furnishing that house, and buying you some clothes. $1 million ain't shit. When you get that $1 million, you gotta figure out how you can get 3. And then once you get 3, you gotta figure out how you can get 6. You always gotta be figuring out how you can make
You
it.
know what? It's 2 levels of that.
Yes.
I love it's 2. It's only $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me get that $1 million. Walk in the bank to pull out a $4 million line of credit on that property. All I gotta do is keep doing this thing. If it's making $6,000 a year, I'm making $60,000 a year. I just need 10 properties to walk away from my job. Now,
Saying $1 million ain't no money is
Right.
like, nigga, what?
$6,000 a year, I'm 8% return on my money. Objective is to make sure your mind is always going beyond. Like for me, I give the example of how I took my first property out of state, which was a $40,000 property with an $8,000 down payment, making.
Now, Pete, how he said he got his first property for 40,000. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I was just looking. They got properties in Detroit. Man, 60,000, 70,000. Of course, you got to fix them up. Of course, you got to put money into it. But them out-of-state properties where you not at, yeah, stop playing. Stop playing. It's ways. And you got to think what I started off the goddamn video with. I said the market is about to crash. The housing market is about to crash. Jerome Powell just said that today. If you don't know who Jerome Powell is, you're not getting no money for real. And if you is, that's another story for another day. We talking about legal shit. Now watch this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. 200K. 4-bedroom, 3-bath. Oh, that's expensive deal. I thought you said they was 70K. Look at this. 84K. 84,000. 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom. Beautiful investment property, bro. That's a beautiful investment property. Detroit is the area right now to be goddamn buying properties and flipping these hoes. Buying properties and flipping these hoes. 20,000. Look at this. Look at your property right there. 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom. 37,000. 37,000 for a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom. Come on, man. Detroit real estate is ridiculous right now. Detroit real estate is ridiculous right now. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the motherfucking channel, man. I'm not fucking playing with y'all, bro. I'm trying to give y'all some motherfucking gems, bro. I'm trying to motherfucking expand y'all motherfucking mind, bro. I'm trying to make you be the best version of yourself. That's all I want. I want everybody to be the best versions of themselves. So once we get that, the world, us as black people, we all blackity blacks, we'll all be better people. But we ain't gonna get there half stepping, I mean. We ain't gonna get there not knowing what the fuck going on out here. Hold on, because there's more.
$6,000 a year. I was making an 80% return on my money. And I said, man, you mean all I got to do is keep doing this thing? If it's making $6,000 a year, I'm making $60,000 a year. I just need 10 properties to walk away from my job. Now, I bought a property in Brooklyn. I bought that property for $350,000 over 20 years ago. That property is worth $2 million. Sounds like a lot, but guess what? It took over 20 years for it to be worth over $2 million. And I'm still only collecting enough rent to pay for a mortgage that was hundreds of $1,000s a mortgage. So when people hear the stories about, yeah, he owns a brownstone, she owns a brownstone for $4 or $5 million, that person still is not wealthy. You know why? Because they can't walk.
Educational system to learn from people who make, you know.
Marvin's talking about, what Storm's talking about is like, all right, bet. If you come from zero, if you have zero money, all you have to do is stop spending money, right? Because if you spend money, you end money, right? You got to get to the space where you're circulating money, where you say, all right, bet, I got this money, I'm making this money, but instead of stopping the cycle, like you talked about the money, stays in the community 6 hours, instead of stopping that cycle, you say, all right, you know what? I got this money. All right, I'm going to invest it in something. And now if I invested in an income producing assets, like real estate, like life insurance, like investing, now that money is still there. Even if you put the money in the house and you renting out the house, that money is still there. But now you created cash flow. And if you keep doing that over and over again, that's how you get to the $1 million. That's how you start from nothing and you become a millionaire.
Yeah. Exactly. So with that being said, my focus is always the working class people, median employees.
So one of the plays that people could use with that 10.
I'm gonna try to find y'all to play where you can goddamn with the life insurance. That's the play.
So bouncing off of that, and I know we got to tell you about the challenge, but coming back to that, like what you just said about the $10,000, right? You just gave a perfect illustration. There's really 3 types of people when it comes to money. You actually answering their questions and help.
Yeah.
Out of state, right?
So
one of the
I might as well just.
I can't get out the rest.
It's still
3 types of people when it comes to money. You have a debtor, you have a saver, and then you have the wealth creator. The debtor, that's the person that.
What are you? What the fuck are you? The debtor, the saver, or the wealth creator. What are you?
they're going to take that $10,000. They're going to find a way to be in a worse financial situation than it was before they got it.
Right.
They're
I know
gonna buy-
people who are like, I'm already in debt. It's over. I give
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
I might as well just.
I can't get out the rat race. I might as well go deeper into it, right?
Yeah.
I'm going
But
to
then you-
Turks.
That's the dumbest shit you can do. File bankruptcy.
Right.
With that Instagram picture by that rusty book.
then you got the saver. The saver's gonna say, "Well, I'm just gonna save this. I'm gonna put it in a bank," right? Not realizing that they losing money due to inflation. And it's not doing anything for them. And then when they do finally spend it, like you ain't gonna recoup that money, like you said, it's gone and lost forever. But
I just said on the last stream, stop putting y'all money in banks and put them in brokerage accounts so your money starts working for you. What did he just say?
what I want to do is I want to show people. We all want to show people how to be a wealth creator, right? How can you take that $10,000, for example? How can you put it into a place where you know it's going to multiply, where that money never goes backwards and it never goes forward? And that's really what we're talking about on this challenge. How can we take you from where you it's on wealthdomination.com, and we got it.
Do we have a special?
Because you want to, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm making $6,000 a month, all I got to do is figure out how to make $6,000, $7,000 passive.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got the freedom to decide, you know, if I want to work. And that's really what it's all about. That's all we're doing. And when we're
Just because you have an LLC, you're protected. But if someone looks up your LLC and say
It's
that's
you,
Right.
do, now you get a second LLC, which I call the.
Oh yeah, here we go.
If I got 50, I want to buy 3.
Here we go.
We go to school, we learn, we have bell, we go to lunch, we eat lunch, we have bell, we go back to class. Then we graduate, get a job, go to work, have bell, go eat lunch, bell's over, we go back to work.
Right.
So we must break that cycle. It's all in the mindset of where you think about what you think about your job and your salary. Your job is your first business partner.
Yeah.
Partner with people, spread that infectious thing, buy you a couple of properties. If you got 50,000 and you want to buy 3 properties, if I got 50, I want to buy 3. Angela got 50, she want to buy 3. If we all just partner together, that's 9 properties a piece instead of 3 individually. Why does that matter? Because now you're growing equity on 9 different properties all over the state. Now you're doing taxes on 9 different properties instead of the 3. And now we're doing LLC structures that make a big difference. You have your LLC. For me, I teach a structure called a 3 must-have LLCs. One is the acquisition, where you're buying properties in that LLC. You buy all your properties in that LLC.
Right.
Well, that sounds risky. What do? Now you get a second LLC, which I call the holding LLC. You transfer those properties into the holding LLC to minimize your risk on the acquisition. And now that holding LLC is in an anonymity state. That'd be Nevada, New Mexico, Delaware, Wyoming. And the reason why that's important, because we hear about holding LLCs and rich people use them. We can do the same thing. Just because you have an LLC, you're protected. But if someone looks up your LLC and say
It's you.
Right.
there you go.
That's
Now
right.
you get hit with a civil lawsuit.
That's right.
But
Especially
in
if you're
anonymity-
somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Facts,
But
yeah.
in an anonymity state, it's hidden. But now here's the other gem. I'm gonna drop this. I need y'all to
A
pick
lot of
this up.
sauce. A lot of sauce.
I need y'all to
Right.
pick this up. But now you have a property in the LLC. You transfer it to the holding, but now you're collecting rent. Where does the rent go? It goes in that third LLC called a property management LLC, because you're separating your money with a property management LLC set up in the states you live in, because you're going to be doing taxes on that LLC. And why is that important? Because if someone slips and falls in front of your property, it's protected in the holding because it's anonymity. Your acquisition LLC is protected because the property is not in there. And now, if
Your
they
money's
freeze,
in.
Angela, talk to
Okay.
me.
Come
No,
on.
this is
You
all
feel me?
it's a
But you
learning.
got it though,
Yeah,
right?
I
So
understand
now
it.
the money is protected.
I have
in
not
the
done that yet, but
property
now
management.
that you
It's-
just
it's
said
time.
it,
You can't unhear it. You
You
can't
can't
unhear it.
unhear it now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Right.
that's the power of that.
Angela, we've been taught to work, get paid. You know, work, get paid. And all we would want to do as a group, we want to show people, because you won't arbitrage.
Mhm.
I used to think that I had to live poor. I used to think that I had to drive an old car and live in a small house. Now I have a Range Rover and I have a Lambo that actually makes me money. And I actually have a $2 million house that makes me $30,000 a month, because I'm able to leverage it from my life insurance policy. I'm making money for the life insurance policy. I don't even live in the house that I bought for $2 million, because why? When I can rent it out and it can make me like $2,000 a day. It don't make sense. So it's just thinking smarter instead of thinking that you have to live a life of struggle. Because if you live a life where you think you have to be a saver and you have to spare every single dollar that you have, guess what happens? You don't get out of that mentality. So you can be sitting in a bank. You can have $3 million, $4 million, $5 million sitting in the bank. and your mindset won't allow you to spend because you will still be stuck with that same scarcity mindset. And what we believe as a group is that abundance is our birthright, and we collaborate.
Hey, man. Y'all go check this interview out. Y'all go check that interview out, man. Them niggas straight snap, bro. No cap. No cap. Y'all go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the motherfucking channel. I don't know if that's the bat signal because he in dark. He in all dark. So I don't know if he ready to talk, but you on mute if you trying to talk, G.
Yeah, that means you muted me then. What it do,
Nah.
boy?
Bro, you ain't hear all them gems?
No, I just got back to the phone, bro. I heard a little bit about buying the properties. You know,
Man.
three people get 3 properties apiece. Go ahead, let it look. Yeah.
Man, yeah, they were dropping hella gems, bro. Goddamn, I also showed goddamn how the Detroit market is going right now because you know it's going to be a housing market crash.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, so right now they predicting it at minimum, goddamn 20% price decreases on these houses. So you know, so in between now and next summer, and I just showed y'all how goddamn these houses are 60, 70,000 in Detroit. Stop playing, bro. Do the investment properties.
You said, and they got some what?
I was also showing folks how cheap the property is in out of state areas, like in Detroit, bro. They got houses on there for 70,000, 80,000, 4 bedroom, 3 bath.
Yeah, that'd be a good place to go get right at real quick. Cause they probably finna do their best to hit that bitch with gentrification.
I mean, shit. You know,
If that
it's
time
all
ever
about
come,
investing. It's all about
huh?
investing. That's why investing is important. Because I'm telling you, you ain't gonna get it, you ain't gonna get it leaving your money in the bank. You're gonna have to put your money in something, make that money start working for you.
What did you pay for the team? How much?
$285 million.
$285 million.
Yep.
What the fuck is that team worth now?
$2.5 billion.
God damn!
I started the first streaming company. So the internet was happening, and I'm like, let's use this internet thing to figure out if we can listen to basketball games. Then it went from listening, then it went to broadcasting on video, then it went to going public. Sold it for $5.7 billion, and a couple of months later, bought the Mavs.
And what did you start that company with?
About $8,000.
Are you kidding me?
Nah, I'm not kidding you.
God damn! I just spent $8,000 on some fucking wine.
The last part is key though. That nigga said I just spent $8,000 on some fucking wine. That boy Mark spent $8,000 to start up a goddamn streaming company. Oh, that shit for 2.5 million.
Oh, he caught.
And bought the Mavs for 208. No, I think he said 285 or 200 something million. Then he bought the Mavs for 285 million. Now the Mavs were 2.5 billion. Nick, are you seen what the Phoenix Suns coach said? He said he gonna sell the team since they suspended him for a year.
Who you talking about? The Suns owner or Mark Cuban?
The Suns on
He better hurry up and sell it before they get his ass out of there.
and he talking about because I think he on the WNBA team. No, he on another team. He's talking about some 2 teams. I just saw that shit.
That shit gonna hurt his feelings. That's some real residual income right there. But you know, he might do like everybody else do. Just find somebody in the family to sell it to, you know. Work a deal with them or somebody who he fought with.
Man, that man. Yeah. Like I said, that team. But at the end of the day, he ain't heard about none of that shit.
Hell no.
It's just the fact that he can't have his way, so that's why he like, fuck that. I'm out of here.
There's somebody leaked some text messages or something.
Yeah, they need the text messages. I really would want to hear the tape.
And that's your boy who said these niggas need a nigger, right? Or these niggas need a nigger, something like that.
Coach. He said these niggas need a nigga coach.
Oh.
That's what he said.
But see, them folks so lame. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't play for a couple games. I fuck his pockets up. But them niggas ain't gonna do that. They need their checks. Some of them need them. I boycott.
But what's crazy is, you know how motherfuckers always complaining, talking about there's not enough black men that's coaching. And that's what he was advocating for. He just said it in a fucked up way. So what?
He really kept it 100 on the real.
He said these niggas need a nigga coach. So, I mean, should he have said it? No. But I don't know. I'm not excusing that bullshit.
Nah, you can't excuse it, but I mean, shit. They're like, hey, if you gonna be racist, just be racist. Ain't no need to fake the fault. Shit. But half of, if not half, probably 3/4 of them owners, if not all of them, racist.
I like my money green and I like my racist.
Yeah. You know, it ain't nothing but it's $1 million plantation, man. $2 million plantation. That's all it is. Every sports. Every aspect of sports. These folks, it's $2 million, it's $1 billion plantation. That's all it is.
Yeah.
These niggas don't own themselves. When you sign them $1 million deals, whoever you sign that deal with, they own you. They own your body.
That's for all the major industries.
Yeah, you can't even go ride a motorcycle no more, boy.
That's for all the major industries. That shit crazy.
Let them catch you on a dirt bike, popping a wheelie. You gonna find the shit out your dumb ass.
I'm telling you, they're like they found bro after going to get some wings in goddamn Bad City.
Exactly. Because you don't own yourself. The NBA owns you, the NFL owns you, the MLB owns you. Until that deal over with, just imagine what the paperwork look like. If you get one of them big boy deals, just imagine. They probably so many clauses in their goddamn paperwork, but
Bruh. For that kind of money, you know it is. And the different ways you can monetize these motherfuckers now.
Yeah. But look, the prime example is that boy Kyler Murray, the Cardinals quarterback. They made this man, they put a clause in his contract. He has to do 3 to 4 hours of, he has to watch 3 to 4 hours of film. I think it's every day, if I'm not mistaken. Like, these niggas told you got to do homework, my nigga. If you want to get this money, you got to do homework to show proof that you've been doing your homework. Come on, bro. And that's only the shit that we know about. That's the crazy part. So it's a lot that come with getting that money. I wouldn't mind still getting some of it, but I know it's a lot that come with that shit, though.
Yeah, man. Yeah, all right. I still do it all.
You said what?
I said nigga still gonna do it all. I still sign on the dotted line. That's what you need me to do, coach. Need me to watch this shit 3 4 hours? All right, bet, coach. You said 20 million a year, right? All right, say what? Yeah, why they be 3 4 hours? Shit,
I get that bitch. I hit them folks with the Colin Kaepernick, but I signed me one deal, then I start threatening to air shit out, man. Go on, get me out of here. Pay me an undisclosed amount. Fuck that. The The probability of a nigga being LeBron James or Tom Brady is slim to none. So I'm just trying to get in where I fit in, then I'm finna hit y'all over the head. Them the only few niggas who don't get played with like that. They play with a lot of other people.
Hey, let me ask you something, bro. Because I did get into it with this female on Facebook about sexual liberation. You know what that is?
You said you got into it with a female on what?
On Facebook, we got into a little debate about sexual liberation.
You said sexual liberation?
Yeah. You know what that is?
Well, how the hell that even come about?
Well, you know, sometimes people post, sometimes people post some shit, and, you see some shit, you just comment. And then it go from there. It really goes from there. You know what that is, though, right? Can you explain to me what you think it is? Because what I thought,
I think it's like along.
Go ahead.
Shit. Fuck, I don't know. I would think it's just along the lines of like one pleasing one more than like one person's sexual needs being more important than the other person's or some shit like that. But I really don't know right now.
They said they said they've been oppressed, and it's the freedom to have to get educated about sexual stuff and reproductive stuff, and without being shamed, and the freedom to just be sexually free and not be oppressed by any American government, man, or anybody, pretty much.
Oh, basically just not being judged of being a hoe. Or wanting to be a hoe.
I didn't want to say that. Because it's more to it than that. And
I know.
And another argument that was made was that a lot of men are mad that the playing fields are equal now. Would you agree to that?
I don't think the playing fields still are equal, but I do think niggas might feel. I think people still might feel some type of way, but I mean, shit. I mean, each his own, but I ain't gonna lie. I don't give a fuck what the next one's gonna get going on anyway. Shit, get your bag. But I do know that a lot of females do a lot of shit and don't get credit for it. But it's at the end of the day, it's always. I ain't gonna say it's always gonna be a man. Huh?
What they gotta do with sex?
Because the male is quote unquote the superior, figure. A woman, even though they fought for their rights or whatever the case may be, they still feel like they just peons on this earth. But I don't understand how, but it's just how some people feel. I think that shit is just driven behind money and respect, though.
Bro, do you know there's a movie called Woman King?
Called what?
Woman King?
Woman King?
Yeah.
No, hell no.
Yeah. This came out.
It's definitely.
So
it's some science fiction shit.
I feel like definitely within the last 10 years, I've seen so much women empowerment, and I'm not hating on it. I'm happy for it, but it's just like the sexual liberation is goddamn. I mean, I understand the point of it because you should be able to do what you want to do, but you are gonna be judged. Just like men are judged for everything they do. As soon as a nigga don't goddamn come up with the rent money, he a bum nigga.
Broke ass nigga.
Broke ass. So it's like, if the playing field is gonna be equal, then let them be equal. So if we see you just out here, just like niggas can be hoes, or that nigga ain't shit, or ain't shit nigga, because that was most of the niggas say, oh, that nigga ain't shit, he ain't gonna goddamn settle down. He gonna be dying around all his life. Niggas will say that shit about their partners. But we can't say that shit about the females, would it?
I'm all for it. I'm all for reversing the narrative, but it ain't nothing to pay rent. But it's like shit. But bitch, could you pay the rent? and I live with you for a couple years, and you got to pay all the bills or majority of the bills.
They already doing it.
It's always gonna. They always gonna look at it from that. What?
Shit, paying the bills and letting niggas stay with them.
Well, I mean, the person who's doing that, their opinion really ain't valid. You know, their opinion don't count. Cause damn, that shit call her. You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. Yeah, somebody doing that, I don't care what your opinion is, because I ain't gonna say I don't care. I appreciate you. Shit, that's rare. It's really rare. I wish I could have ran across one of them in my younger days. I probably could have been in a way better place by now. If I had a couple years of goddamn just run it up.
Hey, all I'm saying is, bro, I don't know, man. Like you said in the beginning, bro. I feel like there's nothing wrong with it. Like I feel like some of the argument that a lot of them was making sounded more like sexual education. Like that's a whole different subject. Like you should be educated. A woman should be educated on her body without shame. That's like common sense. But
it's definitely common sense.
To think that a woman. All right, let me ask you this.
You gotta want to know what the fuck is going on. Can't nobody force you to know. You know, can't nobody force you to learn something. You gotta be inquisitive and goddamn figure the fuck out for yourself.
And if you don't want to figure it out for yourself,
That's too damn bad.
You stupid.
hold on. Are we on this subject? Does her body count matter to you?
Hell yeah. Fuck.
Every nigga gonna say the same thing, but
I think it matters when you get to a certain point in a relationship. It don't matter off the rip, because who cares? We both trying to get our rocks off and have a good time. But if a motherfucker start feeling somebody, shit, then that's when you're gonna start asking the questions you really don't want to know the answer to. So what, you gonna be a dumbass that never ask the question because you think this bitch so perfect she your soulmate?
But you know
or
she
you gonna be like,
9 times out of 10 they lie, bro.
you said what?
9 times out of 10 they lie.
You said 10 days?
You said you believe they all tell the truth?
I believe depending on the type of nigga you are, a motherfucker gonna know whether they can lie to you or not. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
It don't even matter if you can fact check them or not.
I don't know. But everybody lies. And everybody get lies too, so don't think you special like a motherfucker just ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
I don't think that, but I mean, shit. If I felt that way, then shit. Why would you ask somebody a question when you feel like gonna lie?
I'm just telling.
You might well just be the nigga who don't ask the question.
Well, I'm just saying you gotta be cautious because shit. A lot of motherfuckers lie about that shit. Some people be honest because a lot of motherfuckers be ashamed. Like you think a woman really got trained on? There's plenty of women that are married now who got trained on them.
Oh, they ain't gonna speak on that. They ain't gonna speak on that train.
Like, bro, that's what I'm saying, bro.
I ain't gonna speak on that shit.
Like, if you gonna tell me the body count, tell me the body. Like, you gotta be all the way honest if you think you gotta be serious. Cause I can't be out and I can't be with the goddamn choo-choo girl.
That's why if you love her that much, you got to move to a different state. Take that whole goddamn motherfucking Calabasas. Not Calabasas. Yeah, take her ass to
Arkansas. Little Rock.
You moving to Kentucky.
I'm just telling my truth.
I feel like this is what sexual liberation is leading to.
I'm just telling my truth. Okay, I've been literally, I remember I lost my virginity at 12 years old. I remember the boy, everything. I remember the whole day like it was yesterday. But 12, bitch, to now, it's been a lot. Girl, is it just my body count for just niggas or niggas and bitches?
Everybody.
I would say like, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I say like 2,000. To be real honest, like if you put niggas and bitches, because I done fucked a lot of bitches too. So I be fucking niggas, I be fucking bitches, and I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna front. Like I'm gonna keep it blood raw. Like bitch, probably two bands, 2,000, bitch section.
She chalk.
What you doing with that, bro?
You said what?
Like, that's what we come to? That's the value we placing on shit now?
You said there's a value, fuck it up?
I said, that's the value that we're placing on stuff now?
I don't know, man, but I just she chalk. I ain't no way in the hell I ain't going for that. She's gonna be some kid to Will Chamberlain. She's gonna be Will Chamberlain daughter or something. I mean, but she might be talking about just getting a puss and eating puss. I don't know. I hope she didn't take 2,000 dicks.
Right. She said, men and women, bro.
I know.
And in the words of my wife, that's what y'all like, though.
But women, the studs be wearing the fake dicks, so that's a dick still.
Nope.
That shit crazy, bro.
She threw booking. I hope she had reconstructive surgery already.
Bruh.
She can't even trap her nigga.
She got a good give the other thing.
Yeah, what?
All she got to do is get a yoni sting. Get a little yoni sting. She be all right.
She need to order that shit. She need to order a case of that shit.
Preach. And like I did last little video, bro.
I would be afraid of that hoe, boy. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah. In that context, hold on, while we on this subject, hold on. Look what Meg Thee Stallion had to say about body count.
If I catch a body too, like, oh my God, like we gotta go together, like, cause I'm not trying
you don't
to
have a lot on your numbers
like,
ain't high.
and I don't wanna, and even if we break up, I'm still trying to fuck on you, like, cause I'm not about to, I'm not adding no unnecessary shit, cause you know how long it took for us to do it, so like, hell no, you got me fucked up, we finna still do it, like.
It's logical. You're thinking numbers.
Right. Like, let's talk about it.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't, all that mileage, no.
Right.
I ain't trying to run it up like
broken
that.
up until both of you are in another relationship.
And even if he in another relationship,
then you never know.
still mine,
You still gotta come back.
Right, till I get judged, you know?
A whole different mindset. Look out, like the extra shit. All she said was, goddamn, she gonna keep fucking the same nigga. She ain't trying to run that mileage up. Like, that's the mindset, bro. Like, all that extra shit, like, hope your results are good.
I know that bitch been to the clinic 100 times. It's not more than that.
It's too much.
Yeah.
Bro, come on.
That's crazy.
The black folks don't like that. Like, black folks don't even like the doctor like that.
What's that? I feel sorry for your father. What's your brother? I feel sorry for your father. She probably closed up her daddy. Maybe she was selling pussy. She didn't want to say it. That's a different story. She might have been a sex worker.
You might have been, bro. But she said she started at 12. But, I'm going ahead and goddamn end this bitch here, bro. We hit 45 minutes. That's cool enough for me. Shit. Hey, man, go ahead and like the video, subscribe. Them gems in the beginning, plenty of them. On real estate, on the market, on what's about to happen with this inflation, on what's about to happen because they just raised these interest rates and how that affects you in your everyday life. Yeah, all that in the beginning of the video. Y'all go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe. We appreciate y'all motherfuckers for tuning in. And on that note, we motherfucking out.